Okay, so what I ask from everybody that's here tonight and online that as I get started, just find that center, find that heart space, enter into your heart space, raise your vibration up, and already feeling it. And as we get started, just remain in that heart-filled space, that heart energy, that energy center. And we'll see what comes through. At this point, I am not quite sure what the message is going to be. So we're in for a treat. I'm not really sure. So, all right, everyone, just give me a few moments while I get centered here. Welcome. Welcome. The collective is here this evening for your understanding and love. We come to you this evening with information. We come to you this evening with vibration. Understand that all that is said this evening through the individual sitting in front of you is coming via energy, via vibration. This information then is translated into words for your ears to hear. But understand that each word that is said carries a vibration. It all is vibration. Allow this vibration to settle deeply inside of all of you. Listen upon the words and allow them to settle in. This is where the understanding comes from, the true understanding of all that is and ever will be. This evening that we present to you, this message that is to be brought forth, allow it to resonate with each and every one of you. What we want you to understand is the connection amongst each and every one of you. The connection that each and every one of you hold either here or other places around this planet. Understand that each and every one of you at the core of your physical being is an energetic being. It requires contact from other energetic beings. It is the source of what you would call emotion. It resides just where your heart is. This is your center. This is your core. This is where all of your beliefs and understanding are. This has been placed there from the time that you have been brought to this planet. You have come to this planet with all understanding, all that is and has ever been and will be. Many of you have called upon it as looking into past lives, past experiences, future experiences, but yet it is all the same. It all resides in one place. The connection that each and every one of you have with this center, with this spiritual being that is inside of you, is where you will find all truth to all things. Allow yourself the time to connect to it, but also understand that the being that is inside of you, the spiritual being, the energetic being that is there, requires companionship amongst other spiritual and energetic beings. This is how it is sustained. Its purpose is to connect and interconnect and interweave itself amongst all beings here on this planet on an energetic level. Also understand that, yes, the physical requires this same type of attachment to other beings, but on a completely different level. What we want you to understand is to surround yourself with all those that are of like mind, like energy. But that isn't to say that those that are of not like mind and like energy are not to be in your midst. Though those are the ones that you are allowed to bring in and raise their vibrations to equal and exceed your vibrations. That is the purpose of the spiritual energy, the energy that resides all within all things here on this planet. It is a matter of raising the vibration of all things. It is a beacon. It calls out to. It allows others to surround. It is a means by which to teach. Allow these connections to gain strength as they are connected and interconnected with others around you. Open yourselves up to the understanding that there is much more that just resides right within inside of you. Once you have this understanding, there is a greater world beyond all that you can imagine. You have access to this. You can communicate with all things. Place yourself in this space. See the light that is within each and every one of you. This light grows. It strengthens, it vibrates, it provides you the emotion by which you guide your life. Emotion is a key to your human physical side. This is the pathway to understanding what is taking place and how this spiritual, energetic body within is doing. It is your understanding of how it functions by the emotions that you sense and feel. Allow these emotions to well up. Allow them to be what they are. It is your gateway into this spiritual, energetic being. By experiencing the physical emotions that take place within the human form is a way of cleansing, is a way of opening, is a way of accessing all things. Being in touch with this spiritual, energetic being that is within inside of each and every one of you will be the pathway for which you will gain more knowledge, more understanding of all things, the true essence of why you are here. You have to understand that this energetic being that resides inside of you chose to take the physical form, to understand the things that take place here on this planet. Because where we come from, where the energy comes from, we are not in physical form. We don't exist in physical form. We have never existed in physical form, but yet we want to be in physical form. We want to be here. That is why we are here. We must surround ourselves with all things, all beings. While we are here, we are experiencing the things that are necessary for the physical form to be in place for. We don't understand the reason why the physical form does what the physical form does, but we try to guide and assist along that path. There are choices that are made by the physical form that we cannot control. It is not what we are here for to control. We are here to provide assistance with. As you open up and you expand your understanding of what all is possible, then we are truly in your presence. The connection then has been made, and we will then provide the information as requested. But until this opening takes place, we are just informed and we provide the emotion by which you operate. So you have to understand there are two things at play: the physical and the energetic. They are tied as one, but they operate in separate until there is the connection. Many of you have sensed this connection. Many of you are aware of this connection. Many of you are living with this connection. As the connection strengthens, the information becomes clearer. The process by which you obtain this information is much clearer and much more open. It is not to say that anyone can obtain this level. There have been choices made prior to arrival to this place. It may take some all their process time here on this planet before they have a full understanding. Others, the connection is made upon arrival, and they remain there. Allow all this information to have an understanding with your physical self. Look upon it as a doorway. If the door is closed, approach the door. Begin to open the door. Do not question why, just open the door. We are there, just on the other side of that door. All the information that is necessary for you to obtain more in your life. For those that are already connected, allow the path and the connection to grow. There is an infinite amount of information that can be gained just by slightly shifting your connection to a higher level. Many of you experience this load of information. Though you don't have a connection, you experience this in other ways. You dream of this. This is the physical form, remembering what the energetic being is. It is difficult to comprehend while you are asleep, but you are your spiritual energetic being exits the physical form and is rekindled with all that is. But yet there are fragments of this memory, as you would call it, that are then placed in the physical form, which are then called dreams. Look upon your dreams as a gateway to all that is. Allow them to be. But there are things in the physical form that have to be done before the connection to all that is can be opened. And only those answers are found deep within inside each and every one of you. You have the memories of how to connect. It is now your task to know when to unlock them. Allow the process to begin. This process is a normal path for each individual on this planet. The connection is a natural process. There is much to understand just beyond that door. Allow yourself to exit through that door into another realm of understanding and existence. This will then make great joy for the energetic being that resides deeply inside each and every one of you. As that connection is then made, you will sense this, you will understand, the emotion will be there. Again, understand that emotion is an essential part of the physical being's connection to the energetic self that is. If there are questions, please ask.
Thank you for being present with us this evening. Which members of the collective primarily were giving that message, please?
The primary vibration for the message provided is Enoch, Source, and Michael.
Thank you. If emotions are our indicators, I assume that means we should not beat ourselves up for getting angry, but can you give us some tips on how to handle anger and use it as an indicator for good?
And the emotion that you call upon as anger, as it settles into you, it is an indicator, but it is an indicator of a thought process by which you should not be dwelling upon. Anger, jealousy, anything that is considered of a negative emotion, these all reside within the physical form, though they are brought up for a purpose by the spiritual energetic being that is. But you have to understand that this is something that you, the individual, has to understand where it is coming from. It is not a reflection of another individual. It is merely a reflection of a belief or a thought within the physical form. Do not look upon it as something that someone else, some other being has to take care of. This is a misconception with the energetic self that is in place. As the human form takes on anger, they shut down the energetic self because it is not of need at that point, or so they think. It all resides in the human mind. But if you can make the connection between the thought process of why those negative emotions come up, you will then have a deeper understanding of a reflection that is of the self, and then a deeper connection to the energetic being. Look upon it as a mirror. Look upon it as a learning process, for that is you, the being, the physical form.
Thank you. And what about the emotion of sorrow and grief? Can you speak on that, please?
Sorrow and grief are an emotion that are brought up because of a loss or a disconnection between two energetic beings. There is physical connection with this emotion as well, but you have to understand that it has been because of an emotional connection between two energetic sources and the tie between the two. This may be because these two energetic beings have been together before, have all been together before. But when one separates and goes back to all that is, there is an emotion that is tied to the physical, which you would experience as sorrow or loss, grief. Again, these are things to trigger your physical self of understanding of where this is coming from. Look upon it as a deeper reason. Everything the physical form does, there is a deeper reason for it. There is a deeper connection to it. Though the spiritual energetic being, once that disconnection happens, is a bit happy for that energy to depart back to the all that is, the source energy. But the physical form looks upon it as sorrow and grief. It is a misunderstanding of emotion.
Thank you for that information. So when you said that as Archangel Michael and obviously Source have never been embodied, and you come through Will in this manner, are you able to experience any physicality when you come through in this manner? Is that why you enjoy coming through?
As we present ourselves through the voice of the individual sitting in front of you, we do not take full form of this individual. We provide him the source of energy by which he is then translating the information to you in an audible way for you to understand in your physical form. Understand that if this information were brought to you in the energetic form, many of you would not understand what is taking place. Though what you have to understand, many of you have been connected to this information. You have sensed this information. You have sensed the vibrations and the energy coursing through the physical self. This is our way of communicating. This is the way of all that is spiritual, all that is energetic is their way of communication. You have to understand that our form of communication is by mere vibration, mere energy. It carries all information. Once it enters the physical form, it takes on a presence. We don't take the form of the physical, but we provide information through the physical. It is only by means of the individuals that are able to translate this information that they are open to allowing this process to take place. Many of you may be sitting here experiencing vibration as these words are being spoken. This is the true essence of the energy that is being provided. Understand it. Be comfortable with it. Open yourself up to it. There is much to be known.
Thank you for that information. Are there any beings or ancestors that have particular messages for anyone here this evening?
There are many in presence. As always, they express their enjoyment that you are present for this experience. They want you to understand that all things are great just beyond. Have no fear. Have no sorrow in the passing of the loved ones that have been with you. They are in a place and an understanding and an experience that is all beyond anything that is comprehended by the human form. And they are there with you. They will always remain with you. Their essence, their energy, you can call upon them. They want you to communicate with them. They want to communicate with you. Allow them to be present. Allow them to be present in your life, regardless of the situation that may have taken place here in the physical form, no matter what that has been. The place that they are now is void of all of those things. They are in a place beyond all comprehension. Their love is more than you can understand and has been. Allow it to settle within you, each and every one of you. Reach out to them. Allow them to be present in your physical life.
Thank you. Who was that speaking, please?
The energy provided, this information is of the collective as a whole.
Thank you so much for being with us this evening. Do you have a parting message before we close, please?
As always, we want you to understand that all things are possible here in the physical form. You are just merely one small connection away from the true understanding of your purpose here on this planet. Listen to the energy that is inside each and every one of you. This is your guide. This is your way of understanding your path. Many around this planet need the assistance from all those that have stepped out and walked through the door. Allow yourself to be the beacon that you are. Allow those to gather around. You are knowledge. You have understanding. Provide it to those that have not yet been through the door. guide them, assist them as you have been assisted. This is the true purpose for all beings on this planet. As the light amongst all beings grows, it illuminates the universe, calls upon more energy to infuse this planet and change all that is. Understand that there is a purpose. You are part of this purpose, the greater whole, as it has always been for this planet. Be part of it, live within it, and understand the connection you have.
Thank you very much for being with us this evening. We are humbled and honored and always appreciative.
As always, the collective is here for your information, your love, and your light.